You. All right. Welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. And I got this guy joining me, Big Red EDC. I don't know if anybody's even, let's see, we got 6 people in here. Yeah, I've seen Gon's reviews, Pocket Metal, Budget Guy, Sinister. That's a great name, Sinister. Uncle Cal's been here since the start. Tim B is here. I think that's it. Did I get everybody? And JB, of course. He's got his EDC coffee company.
Yeah, I got my tea.
Got your tea. There you go. That's awesome. Just down to water at this point. Somebody ruined me, and I went and tried a 12-pack of the Clear American cherry limeade, and I've been drinking on those this week. Somebody did that. I can't remember who it was.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Guy just posted my birthday special announcement after KC Live. Please consider going over and leaving a question. Might be the last year I do it. Oh, okay, Uncle Cal. He's posted a video for his birthday. Okay. Very cool. We'll have to check that out. Acid Test Kids. Hello. No, I'm starting early, so you're definitely not late. You're not late. I always start early. I'm weird. Yeah, Top Dog Fridays. And by the way, hello. I've started doing these live because it's more fun to interact with you guys, and I was doing a weekend review anyway. So, yep, been doing them for a little while now, and we'll go over what everybody's carrying, and then I got a few notes of what to talk about, a few hundred. Oh, by the way, JB, and only you and I'll, this is what it was, but only you and I'll know what I'm talking about. But the logo I'm working on that I showed you, I've got the artist doing some tweaks of me mashing like 3 of them together. So that's what happens when you show me 10 different or 20 different options. Suddenly I start wanting a conglomeration.
Yeah.
So
too many options.
yep, I think it's going to look cool if it works out. There was part of one I really liked, but I didn't like it for a reason, and I'm trying to make it where I like it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's the KC special. Yeah, I mean, if it's me going live, I'm probably going to be going a few minutes early. It's just the way it is. Red ZDC is here. Hello, hello. Plinpo. Okay, JB, how you say his name? Plenipote? Is that right?
I say plenipote.
Okay.
That's what I say.
I've said plinpote before, and I don't know. Sounds a little too much like liver pate when I say it that way. I don't know. I'm just kidding. All right. So I wanted to thank everybody who entered in the 2,500 sub giveaway. I did the drawing for that last night, and we do have a winner. He has come forward. He has a U.S. mailing address, so already dropped it off at the post office about an hour ago, and it's headed off to him, or at least his U.S. mailing address, and then they can send it to him. He's out of the country, but not my issue at that point. It's I told him I'd get it to his U.S. contact, and he can take it from there. So I was going to say during the course of this, I'm refreshing YouTube Studio here. During the course of this, I am at 2,598 subscribers. So I'm 2 away from 2,600, which is really cool. And I already had a company randomly reach out to me, JB. This was interesting. A knife company going, hey, are you going to be doing another giveaway at some point? And I'm like, yeah, and about 450 more subscribers. And they're like, okay, let us know. We'll send you a knife. So already on the right track to having another really nice knife to give away for that 3,000 subscriber giveaway. So that is really, really cool. Yeah, I'm excited. And I just want to say this again. All I said was, guys, I don't have a specific comment for you to make in the giveaway video. But JB, the stinking comments I got, just like somebody said earlier today, they were trying to keep me from swelling my head, but I think it was Grom, but I think the comments actually helped swell my head. Hey, Rusty, everybody was just so kind, guys. I'm not that great, okay? I'm just a dude who yaks his jaws about knives on YouTube. So I think it was you, Grom, wasn't it, that said that before? But yeah, I'll try to keep my head unswollen. I'll definitely try. What do you think, JB? Is it doable? I think we all keep each other grounded. I really do. Some of the talking that goes behind the scenes, I think we all try to keep each other grounded, and I think that's good to have friends like this guy. See, I point the wrong way. I'm literally pointing the wrong way to be pointing at you.
I always point the wrong way.
Yeah, you're over there to me, but you're not. You're over there. So
I always point the wrong way.
Yep.
It's always backwards.
Everyone is great. Yeah. Bless your heart. No, I think that's it, Duke. I think that's what you guys are saying. Because everybody, what they're saying, JB, is everybody's saying that I'm just who I am, which what they really want to say is you're a big giant goofball who drops stuff all over the place and makes mistakes and says the wrong thing. And we all like that because it makes us feel better. That's what they really mean. And I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything different. Yeah, you're not going to get anything different from me. It's just who I am.
I'm good with being who I am.
Yeah, understood. Oh my gosh. All right. Some of the comments really made me laugh my butt off, and some of them were just way too kind. I'm like, seriously? And you know how it is, JB. It's so hard to take compliments like that. Hey, Tim B, are you still here in the chat watching? Because I got something I want to show, but I want to make sure you're here. So drop me a little message if you are, and we'll start with that. Wanted to thank all the Patreon members. I know I saw Rusty in here, who is a KF Pit Crew member. Thanks to the Pit Crew members. Thanks to the Patreon supporters. And guys, everybody asks me every time, so I've started saying it. If you want to join the Pit Crew, just go down where it says subscribe next to KnivesFAST in the next to the description, and there's a join button. Just click that, and that'll take you where you need to go. We all secretly hate our keyboards, so we enjoy when you continually stab them. There's a really nice cut in the, which key is it? Hold on, I'm looking. Well, now I'm not seeing it because my keyboard's not lit up for some reason right now. Oh, it's in the I key. There's this really nice cut where the key is just cut. That was the time when I dropped it, JB, and couldn't sign off of YouTube. So that was really fun. So if you guys haven't seen today's review, it's the QSP Penguin in titanium. And to me, it's a frame lock, of course, so it's different than the original Penguin, which is a liner lock, of course. And by the way, if you guys ever have a chance, JB can tell you, Smoky Mountain Knife Works has pretty much every daggone Penguin known to man. When I was there, there was a case of the liner lock ones, and there was 4 or 5 different micartas, 2 or 3 different G10 ones. There was a carbon fiber. There was a regular titanium. There was the blue titanium, and now I think they may have the frag one by now. I haven't looked, but they may. So yeah, definitely very, very cool there. You like the Penguin, right? Yeah, you have which one do you have? You have the red that BJ did his trick to, right?
I think I've got 3 of them right
now. Okay.
Now.
Okay. Yeah, I know you have the red one that BJ pretty-fied.
Yeah, I've got the red one, I've got the blue one, and then I've got the OD one.
Hey, JN, welcome. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, there's Tim B. So, guys, I wanted to show you real quick, and then we'll go into some other stuff. Tim said he saw a patch, and I haven't even opened it yet, and I'll show it to you in the package, and then I'll open it. Said he saw a patch, and it just said that he should get it for me, and he did, and sent it to me. So this is a P51 Mustang Flight Series patch. So I'm going to open it and take a look. I didn't open it. It just came in last night. And JB knows the story of my daggone crazy mixed up mail and UPS and everything else. So I was so frustrated last night I didn't open anything. But there you go. That is a cool patch. Check that out. Very, very cool. Got a P51 Mustang with the 511 logo on it. Uh-oh, they're making fun of me. Yes, you need that patch. I saw you smiling. I thought maybe people were picking on me again.
I was looking at the patch.
Yeah, it's cool. Tim's awesome. And then he sent a second patch, guys, and the second one will probably be in a giveaway. He was saying pass it along to you guys. And let's see, I showed it to JB. We got a koala policeman is all I can call this one. It's really cool. Isn't that cool? Look, that's just too awesome. Koala cop. There you go. That is awesome. So that one will, and it's called the 511 Wild Ones series, which that makes sense. And then let's see. So here's all the other. I doubt you could see it. There we go. It did focus. Got like it looks like a crocodile, alligator, or crocodile. You got an octopus, a snail, an elephant, a dog.
Does that octopus have a Dixie cup on its head?
No, it's like a sailor's hat, isn't it?
Well, that's what I mean, Dixie cup.
Is that what you call them? Okay.
That's the. Yeah,
he does. And then you even got a porcupine down there. Check it out, JB.
Jeez.
And then a mystery one, apparently. I'm going to be totally out of focus. See if it comes back. Got to do this trick sometimes. There we go. Okay. So anyway, thank you, Tim, for sending those along. Sailor's cap. Yeah, he calls it a Dixie cup, which actually seems like something a sailor should know what to call it. JB, have I ever shown you? I think I did. I've still got my dad's. My dad was in World War II in the Navy, and I've still got his OD Green duffel from World War II right at the wall there. I did show it to you. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. I had one of his hats somewhere, like that kind of hat, and I don't know where it is. I really don't. So that's pretty daggone sad. All right, so let's get into a pocket check here, guys. There's 23 of you in here, so start dropping in there what you're carrying today. And JB just got up, so he may not have anything but an angry watermelon yet, but we'll find out in a minute. Yes. Let's see. Oh, to mention something before I forgot. Tell you what, you guys start dropping them, and if I get there's Keith. If I get far behind, I'm going to share my screen for a second. If I get far behind, I'll go try to catch up. But I almost forgot. So I know people ask me from time to time about the Urban EDC F5.5, and they dropped some of them today, guys. So let's see if I can get to the right place. My computer is acting dumb. Where is it? Where is it? It's supposed to be right there on that home page, but it's not scrolling. How do I? Oh, come on, really? Anyway, they dropped some of the M390 F5.5s today. The brass ones are already gone. Okay, it's got to be under bestsellers. That's where it's going to be. Give me a second, guys. I thought I had it on the right page, but apparently I didn't. Of course not. It's not that easy. But anyway, they had, there we go. So as of about an hour ago, and we're going to find out, yep, these are available. So again, the link is in my bio. Maybe I'll drop the link real quick in a second. But if you use that, I get a little commission. I use and put stuff back to the channel. But M390 titanium with that, I don't even know, Shagai motif. And they had the brass ones with the anchor on them this morning, but they've already sold out. Tim B was the one that pointed this out to me. They go fast when they drop. So if you want one, I would say you should go get one because they will be gone very, very quickly. JB, you've seen one of these, right? Or have you not?
The 5.5, yeah.
Yeah. Not this exact one, but you've seen a 5.5, right? Yeah. I thought so. It's a good little knife. It really is. So yeah, I'll try to drop that link here in just a minute, guys. But in the meantime, shoot, there you go. In the meantime, I just wanted to point that out and let you know that those were available because I do have people that ask me about those from time to time that have seen me talk about being a affiliate with matter of fact, the link would be down in the description of this live video, guys. But again, I'm trying to go find the link real quick. And we'll go from there. All right, JB, you want to read a couple of pocket checks while I finish this up real quick? You mind doing that?
Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Find the top one.
Good job of trying to list it.
Keith's got the small Sabins at 21. Grom's got the Rough Rider copper drop point. Ridge Runner Cinder Cone Trapper. Red's got the Kubi KU 322 and an Olight I3T. Tim B's got the Stubby Quakin and Titanium.
All right,
Benjamin the Tengu 601 Classic SD Trash Panda.
Link is finally in the chat. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, he's got an Olight I3T blue in blue and a Bastion pen as well. Nice. Yes, it is. It is Red Finch Friday.
All right. I see where you are. Here we go. Red Finch Friday from Mr. JB. Let's see what you got here. We got micarta. I mean, got the Redbone 1929. Ooh, the red micarta Easy C. And of course, our friend and yours, the Angry Watermelon. Scarlett has not given that one back to me at all. I don't know where it is. I may never see it again. By the way, JB, this is out of control. Okay, we got to talk about this real quick. We have to, and I'll keep going with the pocket check. So I told you Scarlett has a bunch of SD classics. I haven't updated that in a while. She had a Southwest, I think it was a Stockman, and you sent her a Trapper, maybe, Rough Rider, but she's got those two. Then she bought a Malia and a small Feldspar and a Minimalist at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. She has my Angry Watermelon, and then she was shopping on one night. I'm asleep. She's shopping on White Mountain Knives and sees he has a bug series. Have you seen this? So the 3 of the original bugs, they're sold out now, but the other night she got one, and it was like it's a 3-part. It's like it's like a ladybug and something else and something else. And they have the metal handles, the stainless steel handles. But they're like, the biggest one is like 5 inches, and then a 3, almost 4-inch one, and then a 2-inch one. Lockbacks, Spyderco's. Yeah, if I didn't say that, I meant Spyderco's. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's why you were looking at me confused. He's like, what Spyderco's? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tim says, guys, besides what I showed, there's also a vintage brass 5.5 pre-order up as well, if you're interested in that. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate that, man. Sinister, he's got the Sinister 80 20.5 and the Sea Snake. There you go. Let's see. You got the CJRB Centros and the Leatherman Micro for Budget Guy. Very cool. That 5.5 is sweet, but I can't make my big hand pull out that much cash for a knife that small. I hear you, man. I haven't bought one yet either. I did like it, but I just haven't. Again, the choil makes it usable for me, but yeah, I hear you. I have the Nessie. Yeah, that I kind of showed that briefly. The Nessie looks really good in that pattern. All right, Tucson 380 1878 Morgan dollar. Very cool. And a Forrest SLR Hank for Gons. All right, JB, how about this one?
Civivi Elementum and Olight I3T for Quillen. Nice.
Very cool. And we'll let you read this one since we got another angry thing going on here.
Just another day at home to the Angry Watermelon and the Beer Bomb Pocket Tool.
Okay, I've seen those. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Artisan Arian, Artisan Sirius, GEC 86 Barlow, Albers, Cutco, Clip Boys Knife, SAK Bantam, Epic, Coffin Slips, Hank's Cartel, Black, Philip, County Calm Prybar. Man, there's a lot of stuff. Pocket Metal. How many pockets you got? Olight IR2 Pro, pecans for my buddies. Okay. Wow. JB, you ever had that much stuff in your pockets before? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's funny. I do want to mention one thing real quick. before we move on. I learned something this week, and I want to see if any of the rest of you already knew this, and I'm just crazy. So I did my review on this guy, the 94. I recorded it. It comes up Monday, Liberty GEC. And I discovered that it's as dull as if I was cutting with the spine. I mean, it is dull. It's not just not sharp, it's dull. Okay. My Dolica might be a little bit sharper. So I went over to one of the GEC Facebook groups and I said, hey guys, is it normal that these come without an edge? Something I should know. And what angle should I sharpen it at? And that was my main question. Next thing I know, I get 100 comments from people that were like, yeah, they always come dull. And I'm like, really? So have you experienced that from the GECs you've bought, JB? Anybody else?
The one I had got needed a good stropping.
Yeah, I stropped it and it didn't help. You can't really see it on this camera, but it doesn't really have an appropriate bevel for an edge. It up here it does, at the belly, but back here, I can't really demonstrate it. Can you see how thin the bevel is by my thumb?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it just needs it's got to be reprofiled. So I'll be doing that probably tonight or tomorrow because I have a slip coming. Our friend Joe from Lancelot Leather made me a really cool slip. It's of course got blue stitching on it, so he's shipping it out today. I should have it soon. So there you go. All right, Kubi Darkness. Ooh, with the cool 2nd gen clip. I'm not familiar with the Kubi Darkness.
Now I don't remember which one that is.
And Mike Curtis, of course, has a slippy. He's got the Caribbean Blue Slimline Trapper. Very cool. All right, JB, all you on Tim S.
Olight Warrior Mini 2, Olight Driver, Finch Cherry Bomb, and an Olight O-Pen Pro. I saw Tim's picture earlier. I know he's celebrating Red Finch Friday as well.
There you go. Very cool. I need to get some more red stuff. Rat 1 Leatherman Kick for Jeff Carter. Very cool. And hello, Urban Woodsman. Hello, Jeff Carter. Hello, Quillen. Ask the Test Kids. I've said hello to you, but he's got a Civivi Lazar today. JB's got one of those in.
Yeah. Yep.
Manny Z's got the Rex 45 Shaman. Plenipote, we'll say it that way, has a drop point 80-20.5 in the pocket today. Very cool. Am I caught up? What? Nope. Tim is looking forward to the White Mountain Eyes Feldspar with the button. Wait, what? Okay, I guess I missed that one, Tim. Very cool. That's awesome. White Mountain Feldspar with a button lock. Did that drop out of the blue and I just missed it? JB, we're being called gentlemen.
Yeah, well, they don't know me very well.
Thank you very much, Joe. Good to see you, man. Yeah, that's it, Tim. It's the honeybee, the grasshopper, and the bug. That's what it was. It was all 3 of them together, and they have the stainless steel handles and a lockback. And so she's waiting on those to come out. And the first question I asked her, of course, was, did you use my code for 10% off? And she said, of course I did. So that's good. We Sakshi and we Banter in the pocket with the Leatherman K2 for Urban Woodsman. Ooh, there's the Lazar. Now that one's cool. Is that what's the handle material? I know it's got that dreaded Damascus, but
dirty brass, dirty bronze. That's the one. I think it's brass.
It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah. And I like the dark Damascus. I like the darker Damascus.
Yeah, it's not bad. Usual stuff in the pocket, except yesterday I found an old buck of my dad's. Don't see a number on it, but it has a 2 7/8 clip point and a small sheep's foot and a spay blade. That almost sounds like a Stockman to me.
Yeah.
I have a buck Stockman sitting over here. Well, it's in the other case. y'all don't want me to get up and go look for that. So, Plenipote says he has large hands and he loves his 5.5. Hey, Coprolite, which is it, by the way? See, I always say it wrong. All right, so I'm going to skip ahead, guys. If I missed anything, Marcus Forbes, hello. Man, we got lots of people in here. This is good. All right, I'm going to show what I've got today. So knife number 1 in the pocket is, of course, I decided to take EDC to the next level, so I sharpened my fibula. Okay. Wow. I missed that one. So the exclusive Feldspar is arriving in April, and it's a button lock. Okay, I got to find that. So, of course, got the Mach 51 in the pocket today. We'll do a little update on that here in a minute. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. Thanks, Tim. And then to go with it, I've got the CRKT Pilar, the OG Pilar, the small guy. And just to prove how small it is, open, it's roughly, just a little bit bigger than the Mach 51 closed. And I've got the Refine EP1 in copper. And I've got the Olight i5 TEOS in blue, KnivesFAST blue. What else did I have? Is that it? Oh, nope, of course. I've got the Shadowborn topographical. Is this Shadowborn? Wait a minute. Yeah, Shadowborn topographical hang. I bought it. I just couldn't remember. And then the awesome SD Classic in vintage television color bar. So that's what I've got today. Hello, Michael Morgan. I've always got way too much stuff in my pocket too. And I'm working from home today. So it's like, why am I carrying all this? It's habit. But I did go into work for about an hour.
It's funny, my son just messaged me. He's like, I just heard Meatloaf died.
I saw that last night.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the fact that your son knows who Meatloaf is proves you're a decent parent. Okay, so Urban Woodsman, that's twice I've heard somebody say that. Or was it you that said it before? Somebody actually, was it you? It might have been you. Sent me a link, and I could not find it in the link that was sent to me. But apparently there is a Boker knife that's coming out this year that has a plain cockpit on the blade. I'm like, geez. So I wonder who came up with it first. I didn't know they were coming out with one, so I didn't take it from them. I'll tell you that. I was curious. Let's see, Boker. Let me see if I can find. This is where I get distracted. Knives coming soon. Yeah, no, it's going to take me too long to find it and figure it out. There's just too many new knives. But if anybody has a link to it, shoot it to me again over on Instagram or something. And I'll try to see if I can pull it up. Be interesting to see what it looks like. But I've heard. I just don't know what it is. So that will be interesting to see. All right. So what else from this week? Oh, so new knives. So posting tonight at 6:00, you guys get a little bit of a preview here. I have 4 Best Tech knives that showed up yesterday that JB, I didn't even know were coming. I think I signed up for them like 4 months ago and totally forgot about them. And you ever have one of those where you sign up for a box of knives because you're interested in one of the knives in the box and then the other 3 come with it?
Yeah.
So this is the one getting that insurance sold tri-state. I don't know what that means. Made from a wrecked plane. Okay. Well, that sounds like a very Boker thing to do, because aren't they the ones that made the one made out of a Sherman tank? Yeah. So this is the Best Tech Operator, guys, and this is a big, heavy beast of a knife, but I am digging that blade shape. Check that out, JB. It has a nice place for a thumb rest here, and then you can actually come up over like this. It's got this kind of spot. So if you're doing this kind of cut, yeah, I mean, kind of digging it. That's the Operator.
Kind of Yojimbo-esque.
Yeah, yeah. The hole is too big is my first thing. If you're trying to middle finger flick it, your whole finger goes through, so you can wear it as a ring. It's a little too big, so you kind of got to plant yourself in the back to middle finger flick it. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck, and it tries to come out of your hand. So, oh wow, okay. Michael Morgan said, apparently it was just announced. JB, button lock feldspar, micarta, or carbon fiber RPM 960 bucks. Wow. I will have to, matter of fact, where'd you guys see that? Let's see if I can find that real quick. I wonder if it's an artisan announcement. If it is, we'll pull that up real quick. Yeah. Yeah. So JB won't get one, but I'll get one. And if it's good, I'll send mine to him and then he can ruin it. Ow. Yeah, an artisan. Oh, you said feldspar, so that's CGRB, not artisan.
Feldspar button lock, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can call it up here. Well, no, everything I'm seeing is not that. There's no. These are the ones that they dropped a couple days ago, so I'm not finding it on Instagram at least. Well, I tried. Yeah, but if anybody finds a link to that, well, Pocket Metal just sent me something.
That's what just got me.
What did?
I think that's what just got me.
Gotcha. Oh, there you go. I was trying to see if somebody sent the link to the other. Here you go, JB. I'll show you something. So there's my cool Lancelot slip I have coming. Very cool. And he just sent me tracking information, so that's good. All right, so that was the first best tech that came in. Let's see, Boker has 3 airplane-inspired knives coming. The first is inspired by a German plane. Interesting. Wow. Everybody's copying me, JB. I'm kidding. Love my operator, says Michael Morgan. Very cool. So that's the first one. Now, I'm going to show you. I got to go look at the name of this one, JB, real quick, because I don't remember what it's called other than what in the heck is this? That's what I want to call it. I'm going to call it the what the heck. I think it's the Explorer, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I show it. This guy is odd. Has this really strange kind of fishtail at the back. I don't know if it's so you can like rest your finger back there, or I don't know what it's for. The clip is really low. The blade is kind of incredibly interesting. Oh, so Tim, are we? Oh, okay. I got you. All right, give me a second. We're gonna try this.
That was.
You like that weird knife?
Weird. No, not really.
It's the blade is. I don't even know if I consider that blade to be like a, especially the tip to be a really useful shape, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's kind of an intriguing.
I'm just not big on the whole futuristic type.
Right.
That's just not my style. I mean, I'm sure they're good knives. Best Tech makes good knives.
For sure.
But it's just not my. It just really. I look at them and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, guys, I'm not having any luck finding that. I went to White Mountain's Instagram and I don't see it. So we're just going to skip it for right now because I'm failing miserably on finding stuff on the internet. Tim said, were you on their Instagram, Tim, or were you on their website? Because I've tried both and I'm not finding it. Let's see. I want to see it. Liner lock, liner lock, liner lock.
I could just see. I say it's on the website. I was just seeing liner locks.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing on the website is a bunch of liner locks. Let's try if I type in feldspar button Oops. So far, I mean, there's a whole reason I decided to use StreamYard today was so I could show links and different things, and I'm not doing a very good job with it. No, I'm seeing all liner locks, guys.
Oh,
So I guess,
he said he sent the link above. Let me see.
yeah, I probably didn't let him send it. Yeah, it's the best tech fish taco tonto. That's it. No, it's called the Explorer. And it's also, JB, doesn't it seem proportionally strange? I mean, and then your hand, when you grip, you're sort of back here, but you can sort of grip up there. I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it does.
Go to the main page down at the bottom, coming soon. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
that's where I'm at right now. Okay, there we go.
Oh, sure. You see it.
There we go. I don't know if it'll fit. I put the link in the. I put the link in the.
Okay.
I got it, Tim. Thank you. I found it.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm not in YouTube, it won't let me click the link, but I'll find it.
I finally found it. After being directed on where to look, I didn't find
Coming
it.
soon. Kershaw Esteem. That's an interesting one. Did you guys see the Federalist, the CRKT? Here, I know what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then JB can like lead me to the promised land here. And then we're going to move on because I'm wasting a lot of time here. All right. So, yeah, did you guys see the Federalist? It kind of looks like a highball to me, but it's a CPM 154 and then micarta, and I think that one's coming, and it's double detent, so with a nail nick. So that's kind of interesting. That's one of the ones that's coming up. All right, so I'm gonna go back.
The feldspar down there in that same spot. I think it might be the next knife over.
Okay.
I think
There's a pelican
there as well.
Oh, I'm not in coming soon now. It kicked me out of coming soon. Bay glitter. Yeah, I know that bay glidder's coming. The button lock bay glider. Ah, there we go. Interesting. Okay. So I like the micarta. I'll tell you, that's the first thing that catches my eye.
That's it. There it is.
Super nice micarta. Look at that. So you know what's funny is, yeah, I mean, basically, that I like that, actually. It'll be interesting to see if the lock's any good, and if JB gets a good one. Mr. Button Lock himself. And I guess finished to be determined. 4.23 ounces. Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited for some of the new knives. I didn't even see him announce that one at SHOT Show. I keep wanting to call it Blade Show.
I know he didn't, on the couple I've seen, he didn't talk about it.
Very cool, Tim. That's cool. Yeah, after all the codes, it'll be $54. So that'll be great. Oh, can I zoom in on the button? Sorry. Of course, I got off of it now, but let me go back real quick. Why not? I can zoom in on the button for sure. Maybe. All right, now I lost it again. Coming soon. All right. Zoom. Let's see. Can I zoom in on the button? Sure I can. So there's no relief for the button, which is interesting. It's just sort of in the scale.
Yeah.
I do like the blue pivot collar. I don't know, guys. We'll have to wait and check it out. But again, as Michael says, for $54, it seems like something worth trying for sure.
Yeah.
And Tim said there were 4 different options. So let's see. Get out of this. Of course I can't. Now that I'm zoomed, I'm hosed. Go back. You would think a guy that has worked as a TV engineer for years wouldn't be so challenged with internet things, but there we go. Okay, so there's looks like a black with the same micarta. Looks like a black on black carbon fiber. So I see 3, unless another one's kind of out of order somewhere, but no. And there's all your futuristic Kershaws for JB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely went crazy on that.
Yeah, I kind of dig that. It's kind of looks like peel ply carbon fiber, but it's still kind of an interesting look.
They need the black micarta with the red accent.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Of course, I like the blue, but that's just me. But it looks like he's starting to populate some of the new stuff we've been hearing about. So that is cool. I mean, in SHOT Show, everybody's been dropping new stuff. So that is super cool. We'll keep an eye out for sure. All right, so back on track. If anybody sends me a link of that Boker, I would still love to see that because I'm weird.
I was kind of looking for it too, but
somebody earlier this week, I get so many messages on Instagram, it gets lost. But somebody earlier this week sent me a link on Instagram, and when I went to the link, I could not find what they said was there. I thought it was Urban Woodsman, but yeah, I'm just not finding it again. But anyway, I'll find it eventually. I've heard about it like 5 times now, and I've not actually found it. So that's the second best tech. The third best tech is the Circuit. Now, I think, JB, this is an older one, I think, right? Hasn't the Circuit been out for a while? Are you familiar with that one?
I'm not familiar with the Circuit.
So the funny thing is, with all this milling back here, all the holes, it is very light.
Yeah.
Very, very light. It does have trouble getting past the detent to drop. It kind of hangs up, even if you've got the lock bar depressed all the way. You kind of got to help it past it. Yeah, the feldspar is pretty good for sure. All right, and then this last one, I got to look at what the name of it is. It's the Thyra. So the fourth and last one is a pokey stabby. It looks like, was it the Ivy, JB, that they had a while back? This one looks very kind of similar handle-wise to the Ivy, but it seems to be bigger. I will tell you, this hump right here, back to the back, kind of digs into the back of my hand. Not a big fan of that. And it's really thin right at the lock and right through here, and it's kind of digging in a little bit.
Yeah.
But that blade is something else. Really cool looking blade.
Looks like it comes down to a pretty wicked point.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So yeah, those are the 4 best techs that came in this week. So kind of excited to check those out. We shall see. And as far as I'll go finish through this and then we'll move on to some other stuff. As far as new reviews this week, the Titanium Penguin went up very much today. The Skaha 2 review went up. The review of this great little budget LK5026, $28 minus my 10% off at White Mountain Knives, guys. This is a great little budget option. Might as well go get like 2 or 3 of these and give them to your friends that don't have knives, because I mean, I'm serious. Anybody would be happy with this that isn't only a fan of the more high-end knives, is what I'm trying to say. A few best techs and a side trip for CJRB. I don't know what that means. Oh, is one of my kids in here? Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? I have a son in the chat. You missed me trying to find a knife on the internet and screwing it up royally and then finally finding it. And then you missed a bunch of knives that came in. And but anyway, JB, I really, for $26 or $28 minus the 10% off, that the milling and everything in that G10 is super sweet. And they have like 3 different, like a black on black, a black on blue, and maybe something else of it. So really, really cool. All right. And then the Benchmade 940, 945 video went up. JB gave me a 945 and Keith sent me a 940 to check out. And I got to say, JB, I love my 945. It won't be going anywhere. I love the way it fits in my hand, but that's one of those cases where maybe the bigger one might be a little preferred just because of the way it fits in the hand. But I have no problem with the 945.
I like the 940 better.
Yeah, but they're both great. They're both really, and I love the way they fit in my hand. And again, I told you this. I avoided the 940 for years because I thought it was too small, like tall wise, and I wouldn't like it. And I really love it. Oh, White Mountain Knives had some shamans yesterday. Crazy, very cool. And then tomorrow I've got a video going up that you guys might want to check out. It's I have so many knives in right now for review, and I have recorded some of them, but I still have some. Hey, Jason Brown. Hey, Gorilla. Just got home from work school. Very cool. Work and school, work at school. I don't know. Jason, enjoy your lunch. But I ended up doing a 10 knives rapid fire first impressions video. And it's funny, JB, when you got 10 knives and your KnivesFAST and you try to do rapid fire and you still end up with almost a 12-minute long video, but only so much you can do with 10 knives. So very cool. What was that? Let me go back here. Sinister says Lynch Northwest has a blacked out shaman on their site right now. Interesting, an exclusive, I guess. So JB, what are that's basically, oh wait, I wanted to do a Mach 51 update, but we'll do that in a minute. In the meantime, JB, what are some of the new knives? Anything that's kind of stood out to you? I know you talked about it. We talked about it the other night, but there might have been some new ones since then.
Oh, the ones coming out?
Yeah, just some of the ones that have been dropped at SHOT Show.
I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in a couple of the Benchmades that are coming out. A couple of CRKTs, some Kershaws. I tell you what, I don't know if you saw Christine's video today, but Protec's got some pretty nice.
I did. I saw that.
Coming out.
I'm trying to find
Mordax. That bronze.
So here,
Godson looks pretty cool.
Right. So, oh, okay. Yeah. No, that looks really cool. The Godson is just a really cool profile anyway. Let's hide this comment. I'm going to share. So what do you guys think out there, and JB too? What do you guys think of the tagged out from Benchmade? This guy. It's basically a bug out, but obviously it looks like they've done some things to the scales, reshaped them where it's less neutral and more sort of fitted to your hand. And then you've got a clip point blade. Super interesting.
I think it's going to make the clip point people happy that wanted a clip point bug out.
It definitely looks a lot like a bug out, but it does have a little different handle profile.
Yeah, it's got a little bit different handle.
And then let's see. You were talking about which one's the immunity, or is it up here? No, I don't think it's up here. There's a different Claymore.
That's the little horn clip. There it is. No, that wasn't it. I guess that's a fixed blade.
Oh, over here on the right. Yeah. I thought, no, I don't see it on their Instagram here. Yeah, they do have some really cool looking fixed blades coming out, a different version of the Meat Crafter.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see. Nope, don't see the immunity up here. And then I'm trying to think of what other companies. There's been so many that have come past me that it's hard to. Oh, I know I wanted to talk about. Have you guys seen? Um, okay, so again, let's be careful. I have to be careful using the term budget. But for those of you that know me, you know I love my Liangma Field Duty EDC, and he has come out with a totally different company. And I don't even Utectic, I think. Utectic is the company. And so they will be doing, and he said it's going to be a variety of different manufacturers. But as you can see, I mean, this is basically the Field Duty EDC, the bottom one here. In G10 on both sides, it's a liner lock rather than a frame lock titanium. This is just now JB. I don't know. He hasn't released prices yet, but I mean, I think with Liang Ma's name on it, you're still going to probably see him in the 100, 150, maybe even higher range. I don't know.
I'm
But
guessing probably around 150.
yeah, that was kind of my guess. This one's got a really neat profile, and it has again a really nice finger choil. They all do. I actually kind of dig this one,
Yeah,
but
I kind of
I
like
the
it.
bottom one is kind of my thing because I like to middle finger flick. So you know what's funny is you kind of got just the finger hole, you've got just the flipper, and then you've got a flipper and a hole.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks like he's going to have a lot of different choices and styles. Um, there's a micarta one. Now that one actually has a top flipper or a front flipper, I guess you'd say. That's it. I guess it's the same one. It's just you couldn't see the front flipper because it was
Yeah,
closed.
yeah,
But again, liner lock, good clip. It looks like it's not his typical, um, which I don't think JB's a big fan of the clip with the ball in it. Uh,
yeah,
just because it's a little rigid, I think,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm kind of excited to see what kind of price range those lend to, and getting his designs to the people that can't afford the more expensive ones is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you say budget about those.
Yeah, I don't expect them to be under 100.
No, no, not at all. No, I don't.
Yep, but they're still pretty cool for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what else am I missing? You think of anything else? We were talking about Kershaw. I was trying to think. A lot of theirs are really high tech looking that are coming out.
I like the slip joints. I like the way the slip joints look. I have to get a couple of those and check them out.
Let's see if I can find one of them. Yeah, here's a better man. This is I I may have to try the it's a double detent, but I may have to try the Federalist. When this picture I'm about to show
I like
really
that.
shows off my card. I mean, look at that.
I really like the way that one looks.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hopefully they did. It's 154, so I'm happy with that. And they do call it the Federalist slip joint, but then they go to the very next sentence and say featuring a double detent.
Right.
So do we want to have a discussion on whether a double detent is a slip joint? It's not, because a double detent is a double detent, and a slip joint uses a back spring. So I don't think you can call this a slip joint. Can
Yeah,
you?
like Rusty said, Cold Steel's got a new lock coming out.
Yeah, so let's see. I'll just leave this up for a minute. I can't remember the name of that knife, the Cold Steel. Let's just see if it's on there. So it's basically, it looks like to a bunch of us, Rusty, that were discussing it. It basically looks like a new version. There it is, the Drifter. It looks like a new version of the Shark Lock that is set further back. And I don't know what else is different about it. It's obviously got to be a little bit different because of, trying to stay away from what Demco designed. But that looks pretty cool, the shape of this knife.
That's an interesting lock.
Yeah, so it's back real far. You see what I'm saying? It's almost where a lockback would be, but you see where there's jimping. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's jimping on the front of it right here, and you actuate it like you would like you would the shark lock. Yeah. Because I've seen people doing it. I've seen videos of people doing it. Somebody else released one this morning, and I'm trying to remember who it was. That was basically yet another. There was somebody else released a knife this morning, totally different company, and they were like, "Look at our brand new fancy lock," and it was another one that was basically another shark lock. What'd you say?
I saw. Oh, what was the one I saw?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Basically, it looks. Was it an all titanium one? But it looked like a recoil. It looked like a recoil lock slash.
Oh, I know what it was.
Kind
The
of.
one I saw was the new Wii Snex the Snex design, and they said Snex came out with this brand new lock, and it literally looked like either a recoil lock or a now by the way, this Malice 3 3-inch Malice, oh yeah. Button lock again, so JB's running. And guys, I'm sorry I'm missing your comments. I'll get back over there in a minute. I can't see the comments while I'm sharing. I'm trying to remember if that one was up here. It was a video I saw this morning. No, I don't think it's right here.
Yeah, I did see that.
But it was a Snex.
That was the one.
Yeah, it was a Snex design.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it? No, that's the Snick. I'm sorry. I saw Snick and I thought Snex. All right, coming back over. But anyway, there's some really cool designs coming through. The Kershaws this year are total trash. They make the ugliest Spydercos look beautiful. I do think the Launch 14 is pretty cool looking. And like I said, I do. Yeah, it was Wii, Tim. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Any kind of spring-loaded push-back button looks like a shark lock or a recoil lock to me. And I guess they must not be copyrighted like the axis lock was and like the compression lock. So
yeah, I don't know. They all look similar.
Yeah, I keep thinking there's going to be somebody making compression lock knives, Michael, but we're just not seeing them yet. So it might be later this year before we see those. Yeah, I don't know. Kershaw just does make some weird stuff, and again, the steel choices are always a little strange. CRKT didn't really. JB, did you see anything in CRKT that stood out to you? Not really to me.
A couple.
I do have the Squid 2.0 on the way in for me to look at. So yeah, that's the bigger one.
Squid.
Yep. So I have that coming in because you guys know I'm a fan of the Squid. I mean, okay, Ontario had, what did they have?
Ontario had a lot of.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
The Rat 3, that old hickory slip joint.
That's the one that I was like kind of blown away by, that old hickory slip joint.
Yeah, that one looks pretty interesting.
I don't know. Let's see.
Might have to get one of those to check out.
Yeah, that I and again, you expect based on their track record that it's not going to be like super duper expensive. So it should be, one that's, approachable, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it right now. I'm not going to go fumble around on the internet some more. I want to read some folks' comments. Spartan Harsey and Royal Flush Edition looked amazing. Very cool. Yeah, correct. Budget guy. That's exactly the different wraiths, and like JB said, there was a Rat 3, very very cool.
Yeah, that one looked interesting.
Pretty sure the Sandrin recoil lock is a licensed Snex lock. Okay. Okay, so maybe Snex came up with the recoil lock first, maybe.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I didn't know that. Well,
But
there
when
you
they
go.
said it was a new lock, he said it
They
was a new
did.
lock.
In the video from Wii, he said, "Look at this new lock Snex came out with."
So I don't know if it's been altered or I don't know if it's been changed at all. But yeah, he did come up with the recoil lock.
Yeah, the Minimalist Katana does look pretty cool, and it's a little bit bigger, but it's still got that same handle and the lanyard. Jason, that one looked pretty cool. And the Vinandi, okay, not familiar with that one. I might look for it in a minute.
I think that's the one. I think that might be the one. Let's see.
Good luck spelling it.
That's kidding. That is one of them that I think kind of looks interesting. The Vinandi and the where is it at? Facet. The Facet's the one I
the CRKT Facet.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one I kind of want to check out. It's just that straight, kind of clean. Actually, I think Zach had one. Pretty sure Zach had one of the. The delineation looks kind of cool. The Vinandi, that's the slip joint. That's the
okay.
I like the looks of that one.
Well, I just did some more looking for the Boker drop, and I can't find it. I thought I'd try it. Well, here's a video. Let's see if I can share this video and see if maybe we see something in here.
Yeah, I like the way the Facet looks. It's just that kind of that reverse Tanto-ish type blade that somebody had. Somebody I saw somewhere. God damn.
Oh. Should be just murdered.
Somebody said there's no such thing as a reverse Tanto, so I was like, okay.
Who said that?
I don't know. I saw a comment somewhere. It was on a live or something like that. Yeah, it looks like it's got that 940 style blade to it.
Gotcha.
I like the way that looks.
I'm trying to find an airplane knife.
An airplane knife. I looked for a little while and really couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I'm on their SHOT Show video here. And if I had the sound up, we could probably, but I'm not going to do that. I may have already passed by it. Waiting for something to stand out to me.
Yeah, looks like it's got a cockpit on it.
Maybe. Yeah, that's definitely not an airplane.
I mean, really, yeah. Reverse Tanto is just basically an adaptation of a Spay blade. It is.
Yeah, a large, not so slip jointy Spay blade.
Right.
Yep. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a trainer, I guess. You would think there's nothing that just stands out to me as an airplane knife yet. Wait. Could that be it?
A slip joint with no back spring. That would be interesting.
What do you guys think of this one? Is that maybe what you guys are talking about?
That might be it. He said it has a Messerschmitt look to it, and that blade does kind of have a Messerschmitt look to it.
That's interesting. Okay, there you go. Look, there's a Messerschmitt.
Yeah, right up in here.
Right?
Yeah.
All the machine gun channels, we integrated them in
Yeah.
the blade. And the
little fuller there right at the front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the for the flipper, we did the wheel of the back.
All right.
Right. So, and on top, it's fat carbon.
Interesting. All right, we found it. That's kind of cool. Wow, look at the blade.
P51's a much better knife.
Yeah, I hope so. It's interesting though. I don't need to. It's far enough different. I'm not calling my lawyers right now. Yeah, like I have lawyers. It's a joke. Very cool, actually. I mean, I'm glad to see people innovating and coming up with stuff. That's cool. Well, I found it finally. I feel better now. The first one is based on a Messerschmitt. Okay. I'll have to go back and watch the rest of the video. Okay, so yeah, somebody said it's actually made from plain steel, but I don't know what part of a plane. Is it actually made from a Messerschmitt? If it is, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
The plain one is some Damascus from the wreck. Wow. Okay. Boker says they're going to do a P51 next year, says Steve. Well, I guess I better get mine out. That's interesting. There hadn't been anything like that. I'm not saying because I doubt it. They don't even know who I am. They probably have never seen it. So I'm not saying that. I just think it's interesting that there's never been anything like it, and all of a sudden I make mine, and then here comes more. But yeah, I don't think there's any funny business at all. I don't think that would be that's more like a coincidence. No one at Boker has seen my knife. I feel pretty comfortable saying that. Very cool. Yeah. JN, I got a whole team of lawyers, man. They're right back behind my wife's sheet here that Jason Brown always talks about.
Remember, the P51 is QSP made.
Right. The Mach 51 is QSP made, not Boker made. So, yep.
Not Best Tech made either.
Not Best Tech made either. I'm not going to drop it and cut myself today. Maybe. It's made from one of the planes that crashed. Chad Nicholas, Damascus, made from a plane. That's kind of cool. I mean, really neat stuff.
That would be cool.
Gorilla. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. Do what?
That's funny.
Yep. Well, guys, I gotta, unfortunately, in about the next 10 minutes, I gotta wrap up and finish some work. JB, what did we miss from this week? I think we covered some cool ones.
Looks like Anthony sold out of his Anthony sold his first 10 knives, so that's pretty cool.
I did see that. That is awesome. I really got to save up and get one of the Burl Kermode. Is that how you say it? Kermode? Something.
Yeah. Kermode,
Yes, Jason. That's funny. Jason says if I tire myself out making videos, I can curl up in the sheet and take a nap. The Boker DeLorean knife will suck for cutting. Yep. I've got an old, what looks like a Model A rotting out in part of the property I own back here. I ought to go strip some steel off of it and try to make something.
There you go.
Who wants one from a crashed plane? Something wrong with that steel. It did crash. It might have been shot down, though. And then I wanted to let everybody know, I talked about this yesterday. These Hoback Goliaths were available on Knife Center, 3 different varieties, $185. When they're gone, he probably won't make them for another year. That's just how he works. He makes a batch, and then he moves on. So if you're interested in one of these, you should probably go to Knife Center and check it out. And I haven't looked today, so they might already be sold out. But I am enjoying that very, very much. JB, would you like to answer Mr. Jason?
Oh,
you did. You did.
I did.
The Boker Winnebago. Crash heat treated, JN. That's good. Heat treated with the fire from the crash. Oh, gosh.
I'm not so sure.
This is getting out of hand now, but it's funny. The Boker Winnebago. That sounds amazing. Maybe they'll make one. What was Howard Hughes? Spruce Goose. Maybe they'll make one out of pieces from the Spruce Goose from Howard Hughes. That'd be good.
Yeah.
It'd be a big like fixed blade with a big belly to it. The Clark Griswold edition should be very cool. Oh, you guys are killing me, man. This is going to go down as a good one right here. We've got, by the way, we got 36 people in here. I don't know how many likes, but thanks to each and every one of you for being here. This makes it so much fun. Really, really does to have a bunch of you guys in here interacting in the chat. I did ignore you for a little while. Okay. Interesting for those of you that don't like the AUS 10. Apparently, there is an AD 20.5 available in D2 at Knife Center as we speak, Tim says. Very interesting, Tim. What is the price the same or is it different one way or the other? I'm curious.
I would imagine it's still probably over $100, isn't it?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Would you rather have D2 or AUS 10, JB? I think I'd rather have AUS 10 because it's more. Go ahead.
150, yeah.
Yeah, I just think the AUS 10 is probably more corrosion resistant.
Probably.
Yeah, probably Josh Worth. Yeah, that sounds like and then they'll go to Marines and figure out something maybe made out of an old rifle or something. I don't know. I would rather have their AUS 10. I have heard people say the AUS 10 is soft. Mine has held up very well, and I've used it quite a bit. I don't think it's soft. Yeah, we were talking about Guns and Loaded. We were talking about the Atlas lock, and it is. It's basically a shark lock that's back further on the handle. So if you got a knife here, instead of the shark lock, which is up here, the Atlas lock is sort of back in the middle here. But it does look basically like the same concept.
Shark lock in a different position.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm hurrying, Rusty. Okay, so we need to do a quick update, JB, and then we'll wrap this up. So here's the deal, guys. For those of you that didn't hear me say this the other night, I think I was on Anthony's stream when I said that. So I don't even know if I was on my own stream when I said this. But basically, got a little bit of a curveball thrown at me. Look, I don't blame QSP in any way, shape, or form. I'm not fussing at them. I'm not. There's because of COVID, because of what's happening with the supply and demand, because of so many knife companies making so many knives, there's a short supply of M390. M390 is what I had the blade prototyped in, and I don't want to change steel, okay? Well, how about this? I'll say it this way. I would not sell you a knife that I had not prototyped the steel and tested it out. I'm not starting from scratch, okay? So this knife comes out, it's going to be the knife that was prototyped. It's going to be the steel that was prototyped. Otherwise, what good does it do? Because we've had all these videos from Stasa and, Jared and Eve where they were cutting. I've cut with it. JB cut with it a little bit. Everybody's got this experience. We know we have seen that with knives heading around to 5 and 6 reviewers that it's still holding a good edge. So I don't want to back away from that. So the deal is that I don't even know how to say it, but I had to make a really quick decision by yesterday, basically, if I wanted to go forward with the steel they already had on hand. I just didn't have enough time, and I didn't have the funds on hand, and I didn't have the drawings done of the minor change I'm going to make, which I've narrowed it down to one change now, basically. I've decided not to change the lock bar access. I've had enough people saying it's not really a big deal. And I agree with that. So I'm going to leave the lock bar access, but I'm just going to change that finger choil just a little bit. But I have to redo the drawings to do that, to make the edge terminate more properly. So that's going to be the change. And so I just didn't have enough time. So here's what we're going to do. Rather than launch it next week, it'll probably launch either the week after or the week after that, like one of the first couple of weeks of February. And it will be 45 full days. And that'll give me time for them to come back from, what's it called, JB? Chinese New Year, where all the Chinese companies go on break. It'll give me time for them to come back. They'll be able to call their supplier, find out how much the steel is going to cost, find out when they can get it. Now, guys, I'm taking a little bit of a risk here. I haven't decided what I'm doing with the price yet, but I know that by the way, the price has already gone up to me by about $3 or $4 per knife, and it's probably going to go up a little bit more. So I haven't decided what I'm doing with the price yet. You'll know when it launches. I'm not going to say anything till I know. I'm hoping to keep it where it is. May go up just slightly. I don't know. But the steel is going to cost me. The knives are going to cost me significantly more per knife. I'm just being honest. So I hope to go ahead and launch it and then give you guys kind of a rough idea on the turnaround time, but it's going to be a little longer than 95 days. I can tell you that right now, because they're going to have to order steel, and it may take as much as 90 days to get the steel in. It's just the way it is. So once I get the money from the Kickstarter, then I can go ahead and order and lock in the steel, and then we can move. So I just didn't have the money to pay a big down payment and get things going. And everything I came up with was just going to be too risky. So I want to do it this way and go forward with what we got. So hopefully that makes sense. JB, did I miss anything? We've talked about this a little bit.
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, you guys know I've been honest from the get-go. I've just told you what's going on as best I can, and that's what you're going to get from me. And so probably in the first week or two of February. So we're talking another week or two from when I was going to launch it. So it's not that big of a deal. I just want to give it a little bit of breathing room so that they can, while we're doing the Kickstarter, they can come back from break, start telling me, okay, here's how long it's going to get the steel. And then basically on Kickstarter, I'm probably going to say a range of between 100 and 160 days or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. So, hey, Forrest, welcome. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I'm trying very hard to get it out there. And until I actually launch the Kickstarter, it's just going to keep doing this. So I have to launch the Kickstarter. I just don't want to launch it too early and make your timeline. You guys will kill me if it takes, 6 months to get a knife. And I hope it's not going to be that.
So I have a quick question for
Yep.
you. Now, I mean, we've seen, independent designers having all sorts of issues, right? Do you think there's any, not truth to the matter, but kind of, to the fact that they know it's an independent designer, they're not going to make the number of knives. So independent designers do not get the quote unquote attention.
I agree.
Let your larger companies do.
I have no real concrete evidence that what you're saying is true, but that is exactly what a lot of us have been talking about. I know Kevin's working on trying to secure steel. I know other people are. I've been talking to Ben Belkin. He's trying to figure out what he's doing with his. By the way, this coming Monday night on KF Live, we have Tactical Everyday Dad on live. And then the very next week, Ben Belkin is coming on to give you guys an update. And River from Sage Grouse Leather is coming on as well with Ben. But he's going to come on and give you guys an update on where his knives stand. He might even have some prototypes by then. new prototypes because you guys know we had to restart from Riot. So, but JB, I think the answer to your question is this. Okay, so if you're QSP, and I'm just picking on them, but it could be QSP, it could be Riot. I know others are struggling with Riot. If you're Riot and you're putting out your own models, if you're QSP and you're putting out your own models, you're automatically as a business stocking steel on a shelf, knowing you're going to do a big run of 1,000 penguins. You know, you're taking all this 154 CM and all this whatever, you know, M390, because they do have the frag in the M390. You're taking that M390 and you're sticking it on a shelf for your knives that you're doing. So absolutely, you're 100% correct. I'm ordering, you know, hopefully 200, maybe more knives. And then, yeah, you're welcome, Byron. I appreciate it, man. You know, and so I'm not going to be a priority over the 1,000 penguins. I'm just not. It's just the reality of it, and I'm okay with that.
It's business. It's business.
It is. It's business. It 100%, and I can't fault them for that.
I mean, it sucks for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, that are trying to get this done, but yeah.
Now there is one other part to this. There's one other part to this. And this will go with me moving forward. Maybe as designers, when we do this, maybe we'll be, I don't want to use the word more careful, but more selective about what steel we choose for our knives, and ask more questions like, what steels are like readily available to you? Does that make sense? Because M390 is one they have to import, versus I think like 154, if I did 154, they have 154 running out their ears, it sounds like. So, but again, you can understand where I'm coming from. If you've done a prototype in a steel, you don't want to change and put a different steel on your knife, which is why two companies that got ruled out of the prototype process by me, they wanted to prototype my knives in D2. They said, we only do prototypes in D2. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to make it with D2. And they're like, well, that's what we do. And I'm like, how do I test your heat treat if it's not the steel I'm going to use? Does that make sense, JB?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I ordered a CRKT Vendali. Looks interesting, and $35. I figured I'd try it. Yeah, we were talking, or Venandi, excuse me. We were talking about that knife. Does look interesting.
That's definitely one I think I'm going to check out.
And let's be clear about one thing, Josh. Josh Worth says this, JB, 100% they're trying to keep up with their regular repeat clients to determine the detriment of the boutique designers. Now, here's the thing. Think about QSP. They've got how many different models and I'm not blaming him, but how many different models has EMP EDC came out with, and how many runs has he done of the Nimble and the Thick Boy? And now he's coming out with the 3.5. And so he's an established customer. Now, by the way, then you got Finch, who's producing knife, so again, there's two different things. A, they're taking care of their business, but B, they're taking care of their repeat customers that they know are coming back and back and back. And I'm this guy that this is my first design. They don't know me very well. They've produced prototypes for me. We've had great conversations, but I don't have the same kind of relationship that EMP John does or Spencer with Finch. So, and the same thing goes, I'm sure with Riot for like Jake for Bearded Gear, and, Kevin's out there with his Devo knives trying to get prototypes made, and Ben and all these small guys who are just trying to start. It's going to be different for us than it is for EMP. I mean, he's done a pile of knives already. So I'm sure he gets a little bit different place in the line. And I 100% agree that he should. Uncle Cal, you got it, buddy. When I sit down at night, because here's the thing, you got to understand, QSP is 12 hours behind us. So when I sit down with my wife at night at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, that's when I get my emails from QSP. And JB knows in the past 2 weeks, I've stayed up till like 2 a.m. talking with them a bunch, email and then chat, trying to get things settled. And you can imagine, I'm just sitting here. I don't have any hair to pull out, but if I did, I would have pulled my hair out. If I was JB, I'd pull my beard out. But you're right. It can be a pain, but here's the thing. When you come up with something, and again, all the designs I have in my book are pretty cool, but something about this first one and how to me, I got to get this thing to market. I do. So whether it's a pain or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna get it done. So you guys can thank you for your patience. No, we're not giving away the Mach 51 in Chicago. Jeez. But anyway, so we've gone late here. JB, I'm sorry for keeping you so long. Not that you have a whole lot going on.
I'm in quarantine, so
yeah, and this has been fun too. I just like sitting here chatting, and this one usually weekend review turns into a big weekend review, and this has been more of looking at new knives that are coming out and chatting about my knife. So that's thanks, Forrest. You know, the thing about me is, and I blame my dad for this. I'm a hardhead, so I'm not going to give up very easily. I will figure it out, and I will get it out there, and I will make it as fair as I can to you guys. But like I said, it's sort of like, do you guys remember a couple of years ago, the guy that, what was his name? Nick Walinda, that took the high wire across the Grand Canyon without a net? Because I'm going to launch a Kickstarter without knowing what my final price is going to be. So yeah. So I got to be really careful where I set my price. And I have to be smart. They've kind of given me a range of where the price increase might land, but there's no promises. Yeah, Copperlight, I had two people 100% offer me the down payment as a loan. My bigger problem was they're wanting me, when you do the down payment, you're starting production. Does that make sense? So this is not just a down payment to go buy the steel. This is a down payment to start production. And they wanted me to sign everything and document that I'm ready. And I haven't done the drawings to document the change that I'm going to make, the minor change. So I just didn't feel comfortable pulling a trigger until, does that make any sense? It doesn't sound like it makes sense, but I didn't feel comfortable pulling the trigger until I knew what I was pulling the trigger on. So meaning me give them a new drawing, them give me their version of the drawing, and me sign off that, yes, I agree. This is what we're producing. So I want to make sure I get it right. So I didn't want to lock into something, pay the down payment, and then go, oh, crud. You know, I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. So yes, did I leave money on the table by doing that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I grew up being told integrity is first, and I believe that. Integrity and giving you guys what I promise you is always going to come before me making money. This just is. So there we go. I just got to show this one more time for anybody that came in late. I just want to show you guys this, and I want somebody to explain to me the fishtail. Just JB can't explain it, or even the blade shape.
no.
I can't. So I think I'll review it just for fun. Make sure it's right out of the gate. I agree, Urban Woodsman. Hey, thanks, Tim. I appreciate it, man. That's really kind of you. You guys are very kind. I like I said, trying to be as honest as I can to make sure you guys understand where we are. Everything has gone up from 21 to 22, so QSP's position is not, no, it's not unreasonable. And they don't know when they order, it's going to be a 90-day order, and they don't know what the price is going to be yet. So I totally agree, man. I don't blame them, but it is frustrating. This is the Best Tech Explorer. also known as the Eye of Ra. I don't know. Looks like an eye, doesn't it, JB? The opening hole. And then you got this fish back. Again, maybe JB, you're supposed to sort of hold it like that. I don't know, with your finger in the. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if there's some use for that fishtail, and I just think it's a design. But yep.
Hey, say KC, say happy birthday, little Gene.
Happy birthday, little Gene.
There you go.
Oh, I missed that. Congrats, little Gene. Happy birthday.
8?
Technoblade. 8. I remember when I had kids that were 8. My oldest is 17. My youngest is 17, so I'm old. But yeah, I will say this, JB, since I've said negative stuff, it middle finger flicks really well. But it's just weird. I just don't think I'd ever buy it. It is sharp. And that secondary tip is really nice. But yeah, not my thing. And then the handle slots, not really my thing either.
Built for speed,
Is that what it is?
I guess.
Best Tech makes an actual Eye of Ra folder. I do remember that. Plenipode, I do remember that. It's a little small one, though, if I remember correctly. But the operator definitely will get a full review. I'm really digging this guy. And I have the No Guard, the Best Tech No Guard coming in as well. That one is coming very soon. So I'm very excited to check that one out. I haven't seen a Best Tech knife in quite some time. You're welcome, Gene. And that's really cool. Thanks, JB, for seeing that. I missed it. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here, and I gotta finish some work up. So we should wrap this up. And JB, thanks for jumping on, man. And I appreciate you a lot. I hope you know that.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for filling my day with giving me something to do.
Giving you something to do. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for everything you do for the channel, and guys, thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST and the JB for Today channel. Bye. Let's see. Uh-oh.